Hey, what's going on, everyone? Coach Jake here from Championship Cognition. Happy Thursday. So glad to have you here as always. Hey, I know you're ready to get after it. I'm ready to get after it. Today, what we're going to talk about is impulse control. Okay? I kind of want to backtrack a little bit here and explain to you what self control is first and foremost. Okay? Um, Self control is the ability to control yourself. Okay, it sounds pretty self-explanatory, but it's the ability to control yourself, such as your emotions and desires or the expression of your desires in your behavior, especially during difficult times. Okay, so much of our success and achievement of goals is built on good habits. All right, and good habits are often built on our discipline, our self-control, and the elimination of bad habits. Okay, but improving self-control and building good habits is much easier said than done. Okay, and it takes a lot of physical and mental discipline to better yourself. Okay, it doesn't just happen. You have to put in that effort. Okay, so I want to share 5 ways where you can improve your self control, all right, and build upon good habits. Number one would be remove temptation. Okay, remove temptation. So, temptation, kind of like distractions, are everywhere. All right, so that'll be kind of like, say you're training for a big event and someone comes up like, "Oh, hey, just take the day off. Let's go get some ice cream or some frozen yogurt. You've been working your butt off. Just chill, relax." And so now it's kind of going on in your mind like, maybe I should. That I have been working really hard. Sweets do sound good right now. Okay, we have to eliminate the temptation because that's only going to set you back. That's not going to allow you to improve, and it's just asking you to show poor self control. It's inviting it. Okay, when you have a mindset of I'm going to stay on this diet, I'm going to train this amount of time every day, and then something comes in, a temptation comes in and says, "Oh yeah, forget that." That allows you to kind of rethink about what is actually important as opposed to what is a temptation and what I don't need. So remove the temptation. Number two, measure your progress. Okay, and that's very important for many reasons, obviously. How do you know you are getting closer to improving? You have to track yourself, okay, and keep your focus on your goals. All right, if your goal is to do 100 push-ups every day and you don't measure your progress and it's like, "Oh, I think I did 40 yesterday and 80 the day before, 100 2 weeks." See, you got to have progress. You have to measure yourself. Keep track, okay? Keep yourself accountable, okay? This just all helps with your self-control. You're in control of yourself, okay? Number three, very important, learn to manage your stress. Stress it's a part of life, okay? There's stress in school, life, work, sports, your health. So you have to be able to manage this, okay? And when we're stressed, it's typically the point where our self-control or impulse control is lacking, okay? If you were given an instruction to do something you don't want to do, so now you're feeling frustrated and you lash out like, "Oh man, like this sucks. I hate this. Da 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 da." That's poor self-control. Okay, you have to be able to take a step back, understand like, "Oh, okay, this is the situation I'm in. Everything's okay. I might have had a setback, but that's okay. I can learn from this and grow." Okay, here's a scenario I want to share with you. It's almost time for a break, and Alicia becomes very upset about the fact that the class is not allowed to go outside to play. She begins to complain loudly and begins to shove other students. These actions get Alicia in trouble. So, what's something Alicia can do to show better self-control and to regain her self-control or impulse control? Well, here's something. What she can do is take a very deep breath and maybe try counting to 10. Okay? Take a deep breath and count to 10. A lot of times we just react instantly, and that's out of emotion. We have to control our emotions, control and manage our stress so that we make a logical decision. Okay? So number 4, moving along, we have to prioritize things. You have to place a priority on certain things. Make a to-do list. Things you want to get done in a day, a week, a month. Okay, it's kind of like setting goals. It helps you feel way less overwhelmed because you're in control of what it is you're going to be doing. And as you're going to feel as though all things are within your control. This will help you feel more organized, less stressed, and you'll be using your time wisely. Okay, that helps with your self-control. And last but not least, forgive yourself. Failure is a part of life. Okay, you're going to fail. I've failed countless times. It's a part of life. You have to be able to forgive yourself and move on. Okay, beating yourself up and worrying achieves nothing and it wastes your energy. Okay, it's when you're putting all that effort into worrying about the failure is when you may shut down, get frustrated, angry, and not want to talk to anyone. You have to forgive yourself. This will allow you to remain in control of yourself. Okay? So these are the 5 tips to improve your self-control. Again, remove temptation, measure your progress, learn to manage your stress, prioritize things, and forgive yourself. Okay? So moving right along, that's more of self-control. Underneath self-control is something called impulse control. Okay? And that is the ability to control your behaviors and feelings. Let me write that out. Impulse control. Okay? Hopefully you can see this. Your ability to control your behaviors and feelings. Okay? That's big. Okay? So the following would not be example of impulse control. Hold back the nasty comment you are about to make. Okay? Sometimes people have a lack of self-control, a lack of impulse control. They just kind of lash out. This can happen because they may be frustrated or anxious, kind of what I was talking about earlier about managing your stress. Have you ever been frustrated or anxious and then acted in a way maybe you regretted later on, or what you'd consider out of character? It's okay if you have, but that's an indicator. That's called needing to improve your self-control. Okay? If I were to ask you, which of the following is an example of having impulse control? Okay, A would be being unable to control your anger. Being unable to control your anger. B would be failure to resist an urge. C would be get a good night's sleep so you're well rested for school rather than play Fortnite all night. Or D, the inability to speak on a thought. Okay, the answer would be C, get a good night's sleep so you're well rested for school rather than play Fortnite all night. I know it's tempting. It sounds fun. But remember, we have to remove the temptations. When you get a good night's sleep and you're well rested for school, what you're doing is setting up your mind and body to put forth maximum effort and energy at school. Okay? And this is far more important and shows your ability to control your impulse, your desire to want to do something that may not be the best decision, such as playing a game you really want to play at the expense of getting well rested. Okay? So impulse control, like all skills, takes practice, guys. It's something I'm still working on. Plenty of adults are still working on, but it's something to take into consideration because your ability to control your behaviors and feelings will help you be successful in life. Okay, if you can't control yourself, if you can't control lashing out and your behaviors, okay, there've been people who get into fights. There's people who say mean, wrong things to people. Okay, this is all due to impulse control. You have to try and improve your self-control and your impulses, okay? Now, all of this here is for the May 1st assignment. So after watching this, you should feel positive and good to score a great score on that Championship Cognition assignment due May 1st, tomorrow, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope everyone has a great one, and have a wonderful day, as always. I can't wait to see you the next time. All right, take care.